That's good. What is this that you made?
French fries.
Let me some ketchup.
Alright, I'll get some ketchup.
Hey guys, today we are here to do a Q&A. It has been a long time since we asked y'all about the Q&A. We asked you guys to ask us questions in the comments of a video a long time ago, and we were supposed to get to those questions on that particular weekend, but that didn't happen. So we are just now getting around to it. The kids are awake playing up here, so if you hear a bunch of noise, that's what that is, and that's what Chris is eating, is some play food. I think there's probably only like 7 or 8 questions on here, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started so that we can get through these questions in a reasonable time. All right, so the first question I see is from Merrick Law, and it says, what are your likes and dislikes when it comes to the house building process? Would you do anything different? And then, do you plan on sending Jane to preschool? So let's just do the building process question first. So I don't know if you guys know, but we've actually built 2 houses since we've been married. So we've gone through it twice with 2 different companies, and I'll go ahead and say one of my likes that I have for this process is that, one, I get to pick everything. I get to pick the carpet, I get to pick the layout, I get to pick the color of the cabinets, the colors of the floors, the hardwoods, all of that. You get to pick everything. And then also I like that nobody has lived in this house before. It's maybe the germaphobe in me, something about it freaks me out sometimes when someone else has lived in the house before. I like that it's like a brand new house. What do you think? What are your likes? Same thing?
Yeah, everything's new. It's just nice for everything to be new. Although there's kind of some downside to that. Are we not there yet?
Yeah, dislikes. We do have dislikes.
Yeah, I mean, it's new, but then like the first year, there's little things that you have, like the house starts to settle, so you have to take a look, you know.
Cracks, nail pops.
They put sod down and it always dies.
Yeah, you don't have
Always.
an established yard, so like your trees and your bushes aren't established. They could easily die.
Yeah, there's construction that's typically going on in the neighborhood because they don't just build one house and done, so it's like you have to kind of deal with that, but
What?
I like it. I would.
No, are you okay?
But I like to build a house. I mean, it's new. We're the first ones to live there. Property value is probably going to go up. So
Right.
I like it. You just have to kind of be aware that, you know, you picture building a house, everything's perfect, but you know, you have to kind of understand your warranties and make sure that you're looking for things like that.
And it could be a long process. That's another thing.
Sometimes.
I know I was always excited to like move in right away when you decide to do it, but then it takes a while to build the house, and then there's all sorts of inspections and all that. So I know when you buy a house that's already built, you have the same things, but you definitely get in a lot quicker. So that's another thing, I think. All right, and then she asked, do you plan on sending Jane to preschool and pre-K? Yes, we do. So Jane just turned 3. She will be going to kindergarten when she's 5. I actually just signed her up for a little preschool class at the library. It's just a free class, so it's not like school or anything. And I think it's only for a few weeks before summer starts. But that way she'll be going into an environment with other kids her age without me there, and with one teacher where she actually has to like listen and stuff. She does do that at dance class, but dance, obviously she's not really learning anything but dance. So I don't think I'm so worried about her learning things at preschool, more so just getting used to going to school. Like, does that make sense?
And not
like being with a teacher.
Acting a fool.
She needs to learn better how to share and interact with kids.
Listen to people and...
Yeah, there's things that I know she can learn from a teacher and in like a preschool environment. So to answer that question, yes, we are. Besides this library class that I have, probably next year, when she turns 4, she'll go to like a pre-K 4 class for the year before kindergarten. That's the plan. But there's a lot of different research and stuff that we have to do. So we will be starting that soon, especially because I'll have Piper and Jackson. It'll be nice to have Jane go and do her own thing for a little bit. Okay, Victoria Schneider asked, what are your favorite colors? And I think we answered this in another Q&A, but my favorite color is green.
Green.
And Chris's favorite color is green. We both like green.
Yep.
Purple.
Jane likes purple.
Jane likes purple. What's Jax like?
Orange and pink.
Orange and purple. God.
Eee. Samantha Walters asks, Chris seems like a pretty busy guy. What kind of work does he do? I'm not sure we've ever answered that. What you do.
I do a little bit of everything, actually.
Oh, do you?
Modeling, movie star,
No.
doctor. Sometimes a little I dabble in law.
No.
But most often, I work for a software company, not YouTube.
No.
Kind of.
Yep. That's basically what he's been doing the whole time, but with the different companies.
Yeah.
Louise Smith, how are you feeling? And are you still nervous about having Jackson and your youngest so close in age? I'm feeling better now that I'm in the second trimester, starting to feel a little bit large, so I know third trimester is going to be difficult with carrying Jackson around and just moving around and dealing with the two kids. Am I still nervous about having Jackson and my youngest Piper so close in age? Not as nervous as I was when I first found out I was pregnant. That was like, I thought my life was gonna be over. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy. But two things. One, I know it can be done. And two, I kind of feel better now that Jackson is mobile and he's starting to show his personality. He's not like a little infant when he was when we found out we were pregnant. And I know it's gonna be hard, but I feel like when they get a little bit older, it'll just be fun. So there'll be probably like a little bit of a rough patch there at the beginning, but I feel like when you have a newborn, it's rough anyways, whether you have other kids or not. So I don't know. What about you? Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm nervous. Look at these kids. They run a fool up in here. But it's gonna be fun. Ain't that right, Bo? Jane, are you nervous about Piper Jade?
No.
Jane's not nervous. That makes one of us. Are you nervous?
I said I wasn't as nervous, but yeah, I'm nervous. We'll just have to go with the flow. We'll just have to go day by day when she gets here. That's all we can do. It's not like we can take it back. So it's going to happen. We're just going to deal with it and we'll go from there.
It'll be 2 weeks with the third baby and we'll think, I don't know what we did before.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
That's kind of the way it goes.
And then I feel like when Piper's 3, Jackson's 4, and Jane is 6, we'll just have like so much fun, I think.
I already have so much fun.
Well, we have fun, but I'm saying like those are the ages that I feel like will be like set. Like this will be good. I know everything will be hectic. All age groups will be hectic, but I think we'll be good. I'm Kate, says Q&A for Jen. A doctor asked Jane to cut down on Passy's. Yeah. Did you try and tell her the story of the Passy Ferry by placing the dummies in a bag by the front door or on a tree bunch in the garden and leaving them there, and the next day Jane finds the dummy fairy has left her something there instead, like a doll? No, we did not do that, but that does sound fun.
That's a good idea. We should have read that question earlier.
The doctor did say that we could bring in our Passys to her and tell her, and for the doctor to tell Jane that she was going to give them to the other babies. And I could have maybe told Jane we were going to save them and give them to Piper.
Thank you.
We kind of just went with it, and we're just, I think we were planning on just seeing how it's going to go, and then maybe we have to make more dramatic measures if we needed to, but it went well. We kind of just told her that she didn't need them anymore, and we went like one nap and saw how that went, and then kind of went from there, and she did good. And I think I mentioned this in one of the daily vlogs that I feel like with all of Jane's transitions, it might just be Jane's personality. She's just really good with transitions, I guess, like, you know, big girl bed, potty training, all of that. But I also think it's because we waited a really, really long time. Like, we didn't try to take the Passy away when she was 1 year old or anything. She was 3, and it was time for her to not have Passy anymore. She's 3, she can understand things better. Same with the big girl bed and everything like that. So I think that probably had something to do with it, but The Passy Ferry is a very good idea, but we did not have to go to that route. I'm Kate. I don't think this is the question. She says that Chris needs a football team of kids after that with Hannah and River. Oh, when you were wrestling with Hannah and River.
Oh, yeah.
This video is so long ago. I'm Kate. Q&A for Chris. Well done for having Bart Simpson cut off. Suits you.
I need to have it cut off again. I got more Bart Simpson hair. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, Kate.
Yep. How did you feel asking Jen out for the first time when you met?
Jen asked me out.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, she came up to me and said, Chris, you so fine. Let me holla.
That is not what happened.
It is what happened. That's what happened, YouTube. And I was shy. I said, I don't know.
This is.
And she said,
When?
I don't remember what she said, but she wooed me.
No, Chris never asked me out, I don't think.
What? I took you to Olive Garden.
Yeah, but you didn't ask me out.
Well, how'd you get there?
You were just like, I'm hungry, let's go to Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah.
I don't ever remember him asking me out or anything.
I don't really remember. It probably wasn't a big deal because we started out as friends and then we became best friends.
Right.
So it was probably
It wasn't like we didn't know each other and then we met and he wanted to date me or anything and just like asked me like, you want to go on a date? There was nothing like that.
Yeah.
So you probably weren't nervous or anything because like you said, we were like best friends. So it was like.
I think I was nervous at dinner though.
You were?
No, I wasn't. I was trying to romantic it up.
Aww,
She got
that was
spaghetti.
romantic.
She got spaghetti and meatballs. I remember that.
Yeah, that's all I used to eat at Olive Garden.
We
branched out from
walked
there.
too far away from the hostess stand with our pager and it started going off.
And started singing a song. We're like, does that mean our table's ready or have we gone
We wandered
too far?
into the Barnes and Nobles. Do they still have Barnes and Nobles?
Yeah. One right down the street.
Oh,
It has a story time.
maybe we should go back there and reenact our first date.
All right, there's only one more
Rookie
question.
selfie sticker.
Or maybe part questions. Kaylin and Robert, who we are actually going to meet here in a week or so. Questions for the Q&A. Number 1, how many kids do you want? We'll just go ahead and answer that. We've always said 3. We're having 3 now. We weren't sure after the first 1 or 2 how many we wanted, but 3. We're done, right?
I said that after 2 though.
Yeah, but even after
On
I
the
got pregnant
last
with this
Q&A,
one.
I think. Yeah.
We did, I think.
Every time you ask her to have another baby.
No, I think I had just found out we were pregnant. We talked about this
think so.
situation. Yeah, I think we talked about this. Like how we've always wanted 3 because I have 3, he has 3 in his family. And then after Jackson, we were like, done. And then we got pregnant again. We're like, well, I guess God wanted us to have 3 just like we wanted 3 before. And now we're having 3 and this is gonna be it. And number 2, did you have your dogs before your kids?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we did. We got River.
We had dogs before we were married.
Yeah, both of our dogs before we got married. We had River. We got River in 2008. We got them both in 2008. Right? Or was he born in 2008? And we got them in 2009. I always get confused because River was born on Christmas, but we didn't get him until the next year, February. Like
my
February, when he was like 2 months old. Whatever, we got, our dogs are only 6 months apart and we got them pretty much 6 months apart. We didn't even get married till 2011. So we got them like 2008 or 2009 or something like that. And then if so, how did the dogs do meeting the kids?
They did well.
Yeah, they did really good. I don't think we really made a big deal when Jackson was born. We kind of were just like, here he is. But with Jane, I think I was a little bit worried. Our dogs are not aggressive whatsoever, but Hannah can be very hyper. And so I was a little bit worried about her just being hyper. But she actually got attached to Jane. Remember when she would like lay on Jane and stuff?
Yeah, we should put a picture up in that. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, I have a picture. Chris we had like a little blanket that Jane was like cuddled up in one day, and Chris went back and let them smell that, right? Or a hat or something.
They went nuts when I let them smell the blanket that Jane was wrapped in.
Yeah.
I was trying to kind of like let them get the scent
And I was still at the hospital. We were there for like another night after that. He brought it back when he like went to go let them out.
I think they knew what was happening though, somehow. They knew what was going on.
Yeah, they were acting weird when I was pregnant, so I think they kind of knew. Dogs are smart, so. Like I said with Jackson, I don't remember.
No, we just were like, here he is.
I know, like when we brought him home, we like put the dogs in the backyard and let them come in one at a time. I remember we made a big deal with Jane, like we put him on a leash.
Yeah.
We were like, didn't want her to like, them to jump on or anything.
You know, first baby, everything's friend.
Yeah.
Dance around everything.
This
Second
time we'll
baby,
probably just like put Piper on the floor and let the dogs.
let her stand. Piper in the crate.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just kidding. But they did really well. I think the poor dogs, since they weren't ever, or since we had them before kids, they had a lot more attention back then, obviously. And I think every time we bring a kid home, they're like, oh man.
Come here, River.
What? Another kid?
These
kids
bud.
mess with us so much all the time. So, I don't know. They're good dogs. They'll probably freak out when we bring Piper home. Like, oh my gosh, my life is over. But 2 dogs and 3 kids, that's a lot. So, anyways, guys, as Chris makes out with the dog over there.
I'm making out with him. Just whispering sweet.
Oh. That is it for the questions, at least on the vlog that I asked for questions. Like I said, we get questions all the time. I try my best to answer pretty much all of the comments. So if you guys have never commented on a video, go ahead and comment, because we always talk back to you guys even if it's not a question. But if you had a question that we did not answer, then leave it in the comments below and I'll try to get to them. And then we'll be doing another Q&A sometime soon. Probably not for a few more months, because I think some of these questions, like I said, were repeats, and we have a few other Q&As that I can link down in the description if you guys want to watch those as well. But sorry this was late. Like I said, we tried our best. I'm using a selfie stick. But I hope you guys liked this video. What is Jackson doing over there?
It looks like he's reading a book.
But I don't know what he's doing.
Nope, nope. He's eating it. He's eating a book.
Oh, the big word. Okay, guys, I hope you liked this video. This video is getting super long, so we've got to go. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and we'll see you in our next video.
Peace.
Bye.